Okay, if you're anything like me, you're all about customizing and cutifying your gaming experience. I feel like a lot of us cozy gamers have a very specific aesthetic, and we like our gaming consoles to reflect that aesthetic or match that aesthetic. So today I wanted to share with you my favorite ways to customize and decorate my Nintendo Switch in ways that are not only functional, but to make it match the aesthetic of my setup and just my general aesthetic of my house. Everything is going to be linked below in case you are looking for similar pieces and accessories. I feel like the gaming accessory industry has changed so much since the Switch came out in 2017, and since us cozy gamers entered the scene. A lot of gaming equipment used to be one specific aesthetic, and now you can find all kinds of things online that can reflect exactly what your personality is like. I hope that this video can be inspiring. I'm really excited to show you my accessories, so let's get started. Don't you feel the times are coming when it feels so right to dance in the moonlight, baby, with you. The first must-have accessory for me is thumb grips. I have way more thumb grips than a person probably needs. It's becoming a thing. People are giving me thumb grips for Christmas. I have mushrooms and raccoons and paws and Hello Kitty and different colors. I really like thumb grips because it is a good example of an accessory that is practical, but it can also be a way to customize and express yourself. I also like them because they're usually very affordable. You can find them pretty much in any store where they sell gaming accessories. And at this point, you can find any kind of thumb grips. If you're a fan of a show, you're very likely to be able to find thumb grips that reflect that show. Any type of food, any type of animal, any color that you like, you can get that in your thumb grip. And I think it's a very easy and beginner-friendly way to customize your Switch, and I feel like they really just make a huge difference. For example, let me just clean my screen real quick. Joy-Cons with no beauty and pizzazz. Joy-Cons with extreme beauty and pizzazz. I don't know how to say the word pizzazz, by the way. I like that they're also a thing that you can change depending on what you're feeling on any given day. If you want to switch up the aesthetic, you can change them in 2 seconds, or maybe more than 2 seconds. I know that some people have a hard time putting thumb grips on. I did make a video on my socials explaining how I like to put my thumb grips in a way that makes it easier, so I'm gonna link that somewhere. But yeah, thumb grips a must-have in my books. Another easy way to customize your Switch is by getting a good Switch protector. I like this one again because it is both practical and it can be aesthetically pleasing. It's also non-committal, so if you want to switch up the aesthetic of your Switch, you can switch it really, no pun intended. You can switch them very easily. If you're someone who maybe likes to change the aesthetic of your Switch here and there on a regular basis, I think soft cases is an absolute perfect way to do that. These ones that I have were very kindly sent to me by Play Vital. This is a company that creates gaming accessories made by gamers, and you can really tell by the quality of them. I got this beautiful beige color case that matches perfectly with the skin that I currently have on my Switch. I will get into the skins later. I really love the color. It looked identical to the color on their website, and they also sent me this green one. I'm really feeling green at the moment, as you can see. It matches the green of my keyboard perfectly. I'm a sucker for things that match so perfectly. What I like about Play Vital's protective cases is that they are very easy to put on, and they go all around your Switch, so it immediately changes the aesthetic. They have a wide selection of different styles of cases on their website. They have so many cute ones. They have cat ones, they have anime ones. All of them are just so stinking cute. So if you're looking for a case and if you have a very specific aesthetic, you're very likely to find something on their website. They also have really cute thumb grips. They did not tell me to say this. However, I do have an affiliate link in my description in case you would like to get yourself a case. You would get a nice little discount, and it would also help my channel keep running. So thank you so much, Play Vital. The only downside to the soft cases is that depending on which ones you get, you might not be able to dock them with the skin on, so bear that in mind. it's so aesthetically pleasing. Next on my list, I have cases. I feel like cases has been one of those things that has taken quite a while to catch up on the more aesthetically pleasing train. The only one I could get back in 2017 that was somewhat aesthetically pleasing was this gray one, which I still like it. It's lasted a really long time, but thankfully Play Vital sent me a new one. They sent me this beautiful green and salmon case that I am obsessed with. You can put your games in it. It also has a nice little pocket in case you want to put your charger in it. Very functional and very aesthetically pleasing. I really love this one. I'm really happy to finally be able to replace this honestly kind of sad gray case. There are also just so many cases that you can find online. If you like things that are more subdued, that look kind of like a purse, they have really big ones where you can put your entire Switch with the dock and your controllers in, and they come in all kinds of colors and shapes and materials. So I think cases is a really good way to accessorize and decorate your Switch in a way that matches your personality. Patches here. I don't know if you can see her. Another one of my favorite ways to customize my Switch is by getting skins. This one is definitely a lot more involved. I like that this is a way that you can completely change the aesthetic of your Switch to whatever you want it to without having to purchase new Joy-Cons or anything like that. This one I got off of Amazon. I really like it because not only did it bring the skin for the Switch itself, it also brought a skin for the dock and for the controller adapter. So every single thing that I have for my Switch matches perfectly. What I also like about skins is that there are so many out there to choose from. This one I have on my Switch I've had for, I want to say, a year and a half, if not 2 years. And it looks exactly as the first day I put it on, which to be fair, I didn't do a perfect job, but cares. It can be a little bit hard to get them perfect, which is why I don't even attempt to get them perfectly. Skins is a really good way to customize your Switch if you're not looking to really get in there and switch the entire casing of your Switch, because that sounds like something that I would mess up. I'm not gonna lie. I am not adventurous enough to get into that. So skins are the second best, and I just really love it. Next way that you can customize your Nintendo Switch aesthetic is by buying yourself some controllers. If you already have a controller, you can also get a skin to match your controller, but if you don't, you can always find really cute aesthetic controllers online. This one is mine. I've had this one for a year or two. It's really cute. It looks like a little cat. I really like it. One of my favorite things about this controller in particular is that you can connect it to your Switch, or you can also use it with your computer if you're also a PC gamer. I love playing on PC as much as I love playing on my Switch. So having a controller that can do both is a big plus for me. I will say this one is not the best quality. I would really recommend to invest on a pro controller, which if you're looking to invest, just keep an eye out for my next video. That's all I'm saying. There are so many different colors. I know that there are websites now where you can completely create a controller that is the color and shape and everything that you want. I think Xbox used to do that for some time. I don't know if they're still doing it. Next on my list is a nice and aesthetically pleasing pair of headphones. Mine ones I always talk about are my Fine headphones. Not only are they really cute, but extremely functional. They're my perfect gaming headphones. I talk about them all the time. So getting a nice pair of headphones that match the aesthetic of your Switch is very easy. You can find any color and any aesthetic online now. And what's good is that not only do you need to have the ones with the wires, you can now do Bluetooth with your Switch as well. So you can just connect any headphone to your Switch with it, which I think is really cool. Next, I want to talk about some other customization things that I think are a little bit underrated. First thing is stands. I stand for stands.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I love a good stand, is what I'm trying to say. My favorite is this controller stand that I got from Amazon. There are so many different styles online. I went for this wooden one because I really love wooden decor. I think if you have a really cute controller, it is also worth showcasing with a really cute stand. They have ones for multiple controllers, all kinds of different colors. If you have a controller that needs charging, they also have ones that are charging stations. I just feel like controller stands are very underrated. They are really nice to take care of your controllers when you're not using them, and since they're so cute, you can just use them as decor in your space, which I think it's a big plus. On the same vein, I'm really on the headphone stand wagon now as well. If you have a really nice pair of headphones and you would like to display them, having a nice aesthetically pleasing headphone stand, not only are you able to take care of your headphones better, but you're also able to display them and make it part of your decor, which I think is lovely. I have this beautiful wooden one that matches my setup, but again, there are so many kinds online. I really think they make a huge difference. Another underrated thing that I think more people should get on are charms. I feel like this used to be a thing way back when, in like the 2000s, where you would get charms for your phone. Well, now you can get charms for your Switch. One thing that I really like to do is get shoelace charms. I have these really cute ones that are Pikmin. They have this little clip in the back, and what I like to do is clip them on my wires. Just make sure it's not squishing the wire, because then it would just damage the wire, and that's just not what you want. Okay. Yeah, I like to put them in my charger wires. I like to put them in my headphone wires. I just think it adds a little something that makes it feel all the more customized. And I'm a big fan of Pikmin. Pikmin is one of my favorite games of all time. In case you didn't know, I do mention it in almost every single one of my videos. So having a lot of Pikmin in my accessories just makes sense. And speaking of Pikmin, I think another way that you can customize your gaming experience, even though it's not specifically Switch related, is by buying yourself a nice organizational box or bag where you can put all of your gaming accessories. I recently got given this one for Christmas or my birthday, I don't remember which, and it is indeed Pikmin. I really love it because it has all kinds of pockets that you can put things in, and you can put your Switch cases and all of that in there and keep them organized. And I just put this in a little drawer, and if I ever need anything, I'll just take this out. Another way to customize your Switch is by getting a really nice Switch game case. My absolute favorite that I am planning on getting is this milk carton. I just think it's the most adorable thing ever. Whatever you're into, whatever your aesthetic is, you will find a case online that matches that aesthetic now. Again, this is another one that isn't only aesthetically pleasing, but it's also very functional to keep all of your games in one place. When you have all of your Switch completely customized, it just looks like this. I love it. It feels so nice to hold, and it also just looks really nice with the rest of my things. So I'm aware that aesthetic is not the most important thing about gaming, but if you're someone who cares about that kind of thing, I hope this was helpful for you. And those are all my favorite ways to customize my Switch. Let me know in the comments below if there is any particular brand or way that you like to customize your Switch. Don't forget that you can get a discount if you use my affiliate link, which is going to be linked below. If you like this kind of content, I am also on Twitch, where I play games live and hang out with you guys. I also make videos on Instagram and TikTok if you would like to follow me over there. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you liked it, but most importantly, remember to take care of yourself. Have some rest, have some water, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.